Okay, done sharing. Uh, yes, we have 14 minutes. Matabang na. So you read in the title, it's Star Vaders V deck profile. This is mine. This is a deck. Somebody owes me money, so still with me. I won't give it over to that person until it's paid. But this is an updated list since I will be doing a live stream tomorrow when I'm in another region. I figured I might as well do the live stream here. I'm at Starbucks and I decided I might as well do the live stream. So I don't know if this is how I do deck profiles again. So of course we have the quick shield, then the markers. So many force markers just in case I fight against a axle generating deck in the future since I probably will have this deck till August of next year. Next, we'll start with the starter, of course, the Cyber Dragon starter. Nothing much there. Running 6 kits, 6 draws, in which 4 of the draws are the draw perfect cards, Cosmoret. I don't need to explain what's a perfect guard. I think we're all been playing this game for almost a decade now. Next, the new heals. I'm thinking of cutting it to 2, then getting the what do you call this? No skill heal, because Chaos needs that 20k shield, I think, because I've been using the deck for I think 3 weeks now, 2 weeks now, and I'm always short in the guard power. Forgive that there's so much other noise, other people talking. I'm in a public area, so that's part of the stream. So yeah, 4 heals you can cut them to the 2 normals, but if you want to run 4 of the grade 3 heals, that has the skill, generic skill. You can Google it. It's a V-Clan collection, volume 1 and 2 unique heal, 4 of it. Moving on, grade 1s. Yeah, this is a grade 3. So I'm not quite sure why it's in the trigger line up to grade zeros, but that's okay. I didn't remember that it's a grade 0. I run 2 copies of gravity fields because this deck, well, I'm not that quite good at using it yet. I run out of soul every now and then, so I decided tech 2 of manipulator of gravity fields. Other grade 1, I run 2 barul, crunching deletor, in order to get that 2 turn lock for the lock cards and try to stall the game as much as I can in order to save up resources for the other turns that will lead to the victory. Next to Palladium, new card. So Palladium, I'm thinking of cutting it, removing it after Volume 4. I don't know. In my opinion, it's an okay card just because um, having more star graders for this other grade 1 is good, but in the long run, if there will be other grade 1 or other Star Vaders that I can run, I'll probably cut this down to 2 or not even run it at all. At all. Or maybe run the Great Researcher, which I didn't have because I sold it. You can run that if you want instead of this. Let me turn off the flash. Nope, you still can't see it, so I'm just gonna put it there. Last grade 1, Craving Claw. You can run it at 4 if you want, but in my list, I'm running it at 3 since I'm running 2 of this and some other great other units like this. I don't need to explain the skill. It's just a on hit, check top 5. If there's a Star Vader added to hand, then its second skill, on hit, the boosted units it hit or it hits. The second skill is pretty much put into soul, unlock, lock, then that's pretty much its skill. Those are the grade ones. Moving on, grade twos. We have here a Gravity Collapse Dragon. I'm still running these because the early game, it's not actually quite the pressure, but maybe there's an advantage of superior riding in Grid Zero because it hits. It's kind of a good chance of having this as your vanguard during grade 2 turn. And that's pretty much the reason why I'm running this. In rear guard, there's not much point in having this hit, then use its skill unless you're gonna call Nordstrom. Is it callable? Yes, it's a Cyber Dragon. So we have Nordstrom, so you can probably check top 5 when it hits. Call Nordstrom if it's in the top 5. Retire Nordstrom in order to counter charge. And bind one of the opponent's greater or less rear guards face down. I'm getting ahead of myself. Grade 2s, 3 of the new units, Colony Maker, retrain. I might run it at 4 in the future, but for now I'm running at a 3. But if you want to run it at 4, it's up to you. It's so good because it's not limited to calling a grade 1 that has a 6,000 power, but it's double cost. Soul Blast and discard. Look at the 5, so it's a search from deck. Uh, choose up to 1 Star Vader, and then call it 2 or a stress. Then if your opponent has a lock card, call it a stand. So once that 4 hits, this probably will be so good because it's another Star Vader set. Then we have the final grade 2 in the deck, Zirconium. Zirconium more or less is the one that enables you to lock early game. Yeah, it's a on place. If you have Star Vader, counter blast, opponent looks at top deck, puts it in a open R as lock. If it was placed in the back, you get to draw. Placed in the front, you don't get to draw. So it's a plus 10k either way. Then the continuous is very useful since the deck only allows 3 attacks. Uh, your Vanguard, you just get a greater. Opponent's Vanguard's greater, your Vanguard gets 2 criticals as its original critical. If there's at least a lock card, at least one. Lastly, grade 3s. I think I already explained Nordstrom. So I'm still running 4 of it since it's the only counter charge of the deck. At the same time, it's good because it clears open a circle, probably in the front row or back row. Yeah, back row. I probably aim for the back row to be bound by this guy in order for to have Zirconium enable you to draw. Since I'll probably try to have the front row lock as much as possible every turn if that's possible. New grade 3, Invert Zero. Such a great card because when it's placed on V, or rode upon. So you have Invisible as your vanguard, pay its cost, counter plus one, discard a card from your hand, choose one of your opponent's three guards, lock it. Redemption has four or more, choose one of your regards from your opponent's front row and back row instead. So if you have four or more damage, it's a good lock two. When rolled upon, use its skill, lock two. When this same unit rides the same another infant zero, pay the cost twice, you can probably lock four. I think. I don't know. Say it in the comment section if I'm not right. So cold in here. Let me sip a drink of this tea. Hibiscus tea. I don't know. It's the first time I'm drinking tea here in Starbucks. I usually drink caffeine coffee. Final grade 3. Chaos. Even without the marker, it's still good. It's always been good. So it's continuous. It's a 23K bit stick VRR power. If you have at least one luck card, your opponent has one luck card. Then the skill, CB1, opponent gets a force, uh, same force I think as your chosen force one or force two. Then you get to lock one of your opponent's regards. Then lastly, the second skill, it's not a once per turn, so you can probably spam it if you have that much soul. That's why I'm running manipulator fields. This grade 2 because as much as I can, I try to use CVD's third skill, his auto skill, in which you soul plus one, your opponent's lock card is unlocked. Retire one of those unlocked units, you draw. You remove a total of two from your circles or protect from your hand, and you get imagine a gift force for each marker you remove. So that's pretty much a great deck to have. So great that I rush hosted the clan selection plus volume 1 2 weeks ago. So that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve. I'll be in another friend's house. We'll be doing a live stream of this deck against my pure Eradicators V deck and also premium Chaos versus premium Eradicators. That's the live stream. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you want, subscribe if you want, share this if you want. Hit that notification bell to see future uploads. I'm notified. And see you next video.